Shorty, it's time to get your credit right. Now, yeah. Take me to the money bag. Don't make it too complicated. Down to flip 100 racks. Shorty, what's your conversation? It's the biggest boss.
What's up? Rest in peace, Takeoff. 100% sad situation. Nah, it's definitely a sad situation, but what I realize is that it's a part of our culture, the biggest influential part of our culture. It involves gun violence, it involves negative and toxic environments, and that's just the shit that come with it in reality, right? It's fucked up, but we got to get into a position where we can see things before it happens. Like, we know what come with it, and what comes with hip-hop is just the type of environment you're around. You always need a gun, you're gonna always need security because you're going in the clubs. Those are the things that come with it. So when you're in those kind of toxic environments with gambling, with getting drunk, with getting high, and everybody gotta have guns around them, you gotta have gangsters around you to stand on that shit you be talking, to carry that energy. When a small dispute, escalates, it goes much further than it has to. And this is just a simple case that this went much further than it had to. I don't think it was no issues outside, like real issues. It was people who were, they was okay with each other. They was friends. Like, you look at it like the mob ties and everybody in Houston. Drake was on Migos, Versace. Like, help them break. Like, you got to go back. Like, so that tie and them crews hanging together is like, a long time coming. And so when you see something like that happen, it's not like, oh man, they wanted to kill him. It's something escalates, things escalate, and then the bullet and wasn't for him, X, Y, and Z wasn't even something that included him. But the truth of the matter is, it's just the environments that are created around our musicians, and that's created around, our culture of music. You don't see country singers 30 deep, 300 deep with guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody just said it wasn't no issues. Like, it's not an issue between the crews. It was a misunderstanding, and it went far. But it goes further when alcohol comes into play, drinking comes into play, gambling comes into play, and that street nigga bravado comes into play. It happens, and it's super unfortunate. It's just like in the hood. How many people in your hood? Like, it's not unnatural. Don't act like this is something that doesn't happen. It's just that it's a rapper. It's more notable. This shit happen every day in the hood. Homeboys shoot homeboys. People kill each other over something simple. You know what I mean? And it'd be a small argument, and now somebody dead. We gotta change the environments that we create. That environment is created by us. These multimillionaires, these are environments that are created by us. Let's get together, whole bunch of rich niggas, and get drunk and shoot dice. It's an environment that's created by us that's super unfortunate because of the things that, we grew up doing. It's not on the rappers. It's really on the environment, y'all. It's on the environments we create. That's the whole thing. It's the environments that we create. We said they've been gambling for years. Why it go south? They do it in Atlanta all the time. That's cool. People do shit for years until it hit the fan. Things go on like that for years until it hit the fan. Once it actually hits the fan, then it's like, oh man, y'all shouldn't have been doing that. Now they've been doing it for years. It's a part of our culture. Since it's a part of the culture, it's looked at as normal. Arguments always happen. Fights always happen. This time, it was just a tragic event, and we lost, one part of the greatest rap groups of our culture, of our century, of our time. We lost one of the greatest members of the number one rap group of our time. That's the bad part. Migos is like the biggest and only rap group that we have realistically of our time, of our culture right now. And they've been going through their differences, whatever, that's personal. But now we just lost one of them, and you can't get it back. But what do we do, right? I seen Brother Ben X. He made a post yesterday before this happened. He said, the plan of action of what we need to do already been laid out for us. And he said something and spoke on something. And he had a very intriguing point about the message is already here for what we need to do. We don't need another Million Man March. We don't need another Martin Luther King. We already had one. We need to follow the manuscript that's already been laid out. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. Only thing that matters is that you actually follow the blueprint that's already been laid out from so many great leaders that came before us. It was super true, and that's why I look at it like, then I woke up and seen this, and I'm like, yo, so many of us to say, yo, what do we need to do? And it's like, nah, we know what we need to do. We just don't want to do it. You can ask people like, what's your favorite rap artist? What's your favorite album? They're going to know all the details. People going to be, consumed in all this bullshit about what happened. Mob ties, this person, this, the Migos, the gambling, everybody, details. Everybody know details. But then when we start talking about education and being smart, it be crickets. It's crickets. The involvement not there. EYL just did InvestFest Europe. No rappers, no entertainers, sold it out. Guess what? That's where we need to be. That's part of our culture. Let's become educated. Let's start going to positive events. The only thing we do to celebrate is go listen to music. Anything that involves us relaxing or like getting away, having a good time, is us allowing toxic energy to be poured into us. What you do for fun, strip club, party, lounge, and the whole time you there, you listening to I'm FRNN, fuck nigga free, I don't give a damn. Like, this is the toxic shit that we go consume when we want to relax. We look forward to the weekend so we can go consume toxic shit. We look forward to going out to concerts to consume toxic shit. You even go to a basketball game, they play toxic shit. But the arenas is packed out every game, full of people. We watch Sports Center religiously. We know stats. We know LeBron. We can argue LeBron versus Jordan till we blue in the face. We can argue every single detail LeBron versus Jordan, but we cannot break down their contracts. We cannot break down the details in the contracts that help them grow and the investments that they make in the business ventures that they in. See, we know music, we know stats when it comes to sports, but go and break down a company and what companies you should invest in, you can't. Do we say that rap gotta stop? Nah. We just gotta know the importance of it. So it's black genocide. It's ignorance. The black genocide is the ignorance that we choose to carry. The journeys we choose to impede on. Like the places we choose to go. The things that we want to consume. That's where the black genocide comes from. We couldn't break down the valuation of a business. We couldn't break down our net worth. But if I say Jordan, LeBron is better than Jordan, all hell gonna break loose. We gonna watch Sports Center. We got a jersey. You got a jersey or something of your favorite team, but don't got a stock in it. You got a Nike jersey and don't got Nike stock. But you know everything about LeBron. It's nothing wrong with knowing these things. That shows us that we can learn. That shows us that we can retain information. Let's just start retaining other information as well that helps with the actions that we take. That helps with the activities that we actually partake in. It's 100% okay to know sports. It's 100% to know rap lyrics, but we need to also know that the same energy and everything that goes into that can be pushed into something positive that will help us spend time in better environments.